Welcome to the show today, the great undefeated light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol. Thank you so much for your time today, Dmitry. We know you're in training for your November 5th title defense against Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez that will be seen on DAZN. How has training been going for you, Dmitry? Are you feeling that as good as you did heading into the Canelo fight?
Лучше, чем сказал?
Также себя чувствуешь, как
Yeah, of course. I feel great in my training camp. Everything is okay. We have everything what we need for a good training camp, and I feel confident. And I have enough sparring partners. Everything is good.
Where have you been training?
I had 3 locations. First of all, it was Kyrgyzstan on the mountains.
Wow.
And second, it was Russia, Krasnodar, and now, since September 27th, I'm in Abu Dhabi.
Where the fight will be.
Yes.
Very, very cool. I guess getting the elevation training is so important for a fighter like you, right? That can really make a difference in a fight like this.
Типа.
То, что ты готовился на высоте, это влияет?
Yes, of course, it's good to be in mountain before fight for 3 months, 2 months. It's good for conditioning.
You look, I know as I look at this fight as a boxing writer, of course, I see you winning this fight. I think you're the deserved favorite in this fight based on how effective you were with your jab, based on how effective you were overall landing those big punches on a great fighter like Canelo Alvarez. I don't think that Zurdo Ramirez is a fighter on par with Canelo. But some of the people who are, I wouldn't say leaning, but saying that Zurdo has a great chance is they sort of question, I don't know, it's like your energy that you bring into the ring. Will you have the same energy that you brought to the ring against Canelo that you are bringing into this fight against Zurdo, given that it's not, a Canelo fight?
Принесу ли столько же энергии,
да? Будешь ли ты также мотивирован, зайдешь в такой же клуб?
Well, of course, I do everything to be in good shape and good feelings. Sometimes, of course, you don't know how it will be. Everything is okay in training camp, and at the day of the fight, something wrong. But we try to do everything to be perfect. And I believe I can beat him, of course. I have a good skills, and I'll try to do everything to beat him.
One of the things you hear in the sport all the time, right, is that you'll hear this saying that there's levels to this. And I thought that what you did in the Canelo fight is you took what you've been doing in the past, and you went to a different level. So for you, is there any problem with maintaining that level now that you're here? And what did you do to really upgrade yourself for that last fight?
Ты считаешь, что ты перешел на определенный другой уровень на бой с Канело? И сможешь ли ты удержать этот уровень в этом бою? И что ты сделал, чтобы перевести себя на этот уровень?
To be honest, I felt that I'm on that level.
Okay.
Which I was against Canelo, I thought just people know it, how my level is good, Before they don't think that I'm good, and I'll try to be better every time. Of course, if you are worse than last time, something wrong, and you have to fix something. But I'll try to be better, and of course, I'll try to be better this fight against Zurdo too.
What do you most respect about Zurdo? What does he do that maybe in your, when you're laying there in bed at night thinking about how the fight's going to play out, what is it that he does that most concerns you?
Что-то, что он делает, что тебя как бы заботит.
Концерт, что-то заботит, да?
Что тебя заставляет где-то задуматься?
I just respect him as a fighter, and nothing more. only respect for him because he was a champion at 168. It's big deal.
Yeah.
And he has a 44 fights and 0 losses. It's big deal too. And this is what motivated me to beat him. He's 0. I wanna
Be the first.
be the first. Yeah.
Absolutely. That would mean so much. I wanted to keep it real with this next question, okay? I want you to give me the God's honest truth here, okay? What did you really think of Canelo's fight versus Golovkin? Did you feel like Golovkin really gave his best effort in that fight? And did you think Canelo had improved from the fight that you guys had?
To be honest, I didn't see this fight. It's not just I don't want to see it because that fight was when I was in my camp.
Okay.
When I prepared for my fight against Zurdo, I have to be focused on Zurdo. If I see this, if I see some fight in my weight class, it's not good feelings for me because I'm waste my concentration and everything,
Yeah.
But about Canelo Golovkin, of course, Canelo had a little bit more chance, because he's younger and Golovkin getting older year by year. But whatever.
Yeah. How are you feeling? Are you still convinced that Canelo Alvarez will accept the rematch with you in May of next year? What's your thoughts on that topic right now?
Ты считаешь, что он примет реванш с тобой в мае следующего года?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I want to fight November 5th. I want to win this fight. And I want to still move forward. I don't want to come back, fight against the guys who I beat yet. I want to move forward for my goal, for another belt.
Oh,
we both have to still accept it, to be truthful.
Well, let me ask you a question. Vadim, while you're on the call, if you can just answer the thing. I mean, I know you guys talked about this after the fight, and you've made some references to it since, that the terms will change for a rematch. Just give me like 1 or 2 points that you believe, the terms will change if there is a Canelo rematch that you will insist upon.
The first thing I would insist upon is having neutral judges.
Okay.
Because that was the main thing that worried me in the first fight. And I mean, Dmitry doesn't think about that. He doesn't want to worry about the judges. It's not his job. But in the negotiations, that was one of the main points we were talking about, is because we never took that fight just because of the money. Dmitry took the fight because he wanted to get more respect and attention from the boxing world, and fighting a guy like Canelo, who's number one or one of the top guys, it gets you that attention. But one of the main things for us was to get the decision we deserve.
Yeah.
And obviously, if we fight again, that will be one of the main points, is how do we make sure that if we win the fight, we get the decision that we want, that we deserve. That would be the first. And, and then after that, it would be the other points. It would be the points of, being the A side, getting the purse that's deserved. Those things are important, but that's not the main thing. And I think Dmitry would agree, but he doesn't talk about the judges. It's not his responsibility.
Right. I understand what you're saying. I mean, I think what you're saying, Vadim, is that after a showing like Dmitry, performed with earlier this year, that it shouldn't be 4 rounds to 0, after 4 rounds with all 3 judges, right? Come on.
Not only after the way Dmitry performed, it shouldn't be that way ever. I think it's disrespectful. I've been in boxing for 15 years. Dmitry's been in boxing all his life. Kids that dedicate their life to the sport, they dedicate, most of the days in their life to training. And I've been in training camps and I've seen it all. Winning a fight for that world title that they worked for all their life, and then having the judges give the decision to the other guy, I think that's the worst thing that can ever happen. I mean, it's worse than not getting paid for the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, the promoter can go bankrupt and not pay for the fight. That's not a big deal. But the judges stealing that decision, I think, is disrespectful. And I've always, been somebody who's fought that. I've been somebody that thought that should change. And hopefully with some of our guys like Dmitry becoming world champions, becoming a recognized name, I hope we have a chance to figure out a way, and not us. I mean, everybody in the sport.
Right.
Hopefully, we have a way to figure out how to make this a fair game for everybody, no matter where you're from, no matter where you are, and no matter where you're fighting.
Absolutely a great point, Vadim. And I mean, look, keep pounding the drum. I think that us as reporters have an obligation to keep pounding that drum as well. And that and the fact that some fighters take way too long to make the fights that everyone wants to see are probably the two biggest problems in this sport right now as we speak. But speaking of that, Dmitry, you made a reference to, wanting that other belt. Are you saying, and I know you got to keep your focus on Zurdo, but if you win that fight, are you saying that for you, a fight with Artur Beterbiev, your countryman, would be a more appealing fight than going back to beating Canelo again?
Of course, for my soul, for my prime, for my history, I wanna have more belts. I wanna take this chance to fight for many belts. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, undisputed at 175 would be a great accomplishment, obviously, and really,
of course.
Yeah, it would be the ultimate stamp of just how great you are, right?
Yes, exactly.
Now you met a great champion recently. I think I saw a picture of you with Shaquille O'Neal. What was that conversation like, and how did you meet him?
I was invited to Sheikh Khalid in car gallery, and Shaq was there too. He's huge. He's so huge, and I'm really glad to see that man like Shaq, because when I was young, I saw him only on TV, and he was really famous.
What did he have to say to you? What did he say to you?
The guys introduced me to him, and he said, "Oh, I know this guy. I know. How are you?" And we just ask each other, "How are you?" And to the end our meeting, I give him a present. It was my team T-shirt, but it was small size for him. We don't have a size for Shaq.
Yeah, we'll have to find one somewhere down the road, or you'll have to make four T-shirts together, right? Put them together. Yeah. Well, listen, Dmitry. Anything else before we go? I mean, thank you so much for the time today. Obviously, you're gearing up for this fight. What are you going to do between now and the fight to make sure that you're supremely ready to win this fight?
Что будешь делать до боя, чтобы быть уверен, что ты готов полностью?
Still work hard to follow the plan of my coach and do everything what he said. It will make me more confident. When I know I did all work which he said me, it makes me more confident. If I don't do something, some small enemy in my head make me a little bit less confident, but I have to work what my coach said.
That's very interesting, that Dmitry, that you say that. We know that your work ethic is incomparable. We know how many times you've come out here to Southern California and train in the heat of the desert with really no one around except for yourself and your willingness to be great. And that's what's made you a great champion. Thank you so much for your time today. Good luck November 5th, and we'll all be watching.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lance.
Bye, Vadim. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.